Welcome to Vivid English Podcast. Hello, everyone. I am Sarah.
And I am James. It is wonderful to be here with you today.
How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I am very ready for our topic today. It's a really practical one.
It really is. We have a mission today. We want to help you, our listeners, navigate a situation that can be, well, quite stressful. We're going to talk about flying.
Ah, yes. Air travel. Going to the airport, getting on the plane.
Yeah.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting. You're going on an adventure. But honestly, it can also be a little bit scary, especially if English is not your first language.
That is very true. I mean, think about the environment of an airplane. It's noisy, it's crowded. The flight attendants are often speaking very, very fast.
Exactly. And you're stuck in a seat. If you don't know the right words, you might feel shy or anxious. I have friends who stay thirsty for an entire 8-hour flight just because they're afraid to ask for water.
We definitely do not want that. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident.
So our goal today is to give you a complete toolkit. We're going to explore the essential English phrases you need from the moment you board until you land.
Yep, we will cover everything. We're going to look at how to get a flight attendant's attention, how to order food, how to fix problems with your seat.
And even how to handle feeling sick.
By the end of this, you will be ready for your next trip.
So let's get started. Imagine this scenario. You're sitting in your seat. The plane is in the air. You need something.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Maybe you need some water or you need help with the bag. What do?
Well, most people look up. Above your head, there's a panel. And on that panel, there's a small button with a picture of a person on it, the call button.
Now, this is actually a big question for many travelers. Is it okay to press that button?
This is a great place to start. We need to talk about the etiquette, the polite social rules of the call button. The general rule is try not to press it unless it's really important.
I think many people assume it's like a waiter service button in a restaurant.
It is similar, but remember, flight attendants are not just waiters. They're safety professionals, and they have a very strict schedule. Ideally, you should just wait for the crew to walk past your seat.
That makes sense. So patience is the key here.
Exactly. Catch their eye as they walk by. It's much more polite than making that ding sound echo through the whole cabin.
But surely there are exceptions.
Oh, certainly. If it's an emergency, press it immediately. If you're feeling sick or you see something dangerous, definitely press the button.
What about if you're just stuck?
Yes, this is the other big exception. Imagine you are sitting in the window seat.
Ah, the window seat. It has the best view.
But it's so hard to get out of.
Right?
And imagine the person in the middle seat is asleep, and the person in the aisle seat is also asleep. You are trapped.
You can't move. You can't just walk to the back.
In that case, it is perfectly okay to press a button. You shouldn't have to wake up the other passengers.
Okay, that is very clear. So let's say I have pressed the button, or, more likely, I've seen a flight attendant walking past. How do I start that conversation politely?
You want to be gentle. You don't want to just shout your request. Acknowledge that they're busy.
We have a perfect phrase for this. It works in almost every situation. Listen carefully. Excuse me. Sorry to bother you.
That is excellent. It shows so much respect. Let's hear that again very slowly.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you.
And then you immediately say what you need. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Could I have some water?
It's so simple, but it makes a huge difference. They'll be much happier to help you.
Absolutely. Sorry to bother you is a magic phrase in English.
Okay, now let's move to everyone's favorite part of the flight. Or maybe least favorite part.
Right. The meal service.
The metal cart comes down the aisle. You can smell the food. And then you get the classic airline question.
It's almost a joke. It's so common. The question is usually, would you like the chicken or the pasta?
It is always chicken or pasta, isn't it?
Always. Sometimes beef, but usually chicken or pasta. So how should a learner answer this?
You have two options. For a full formal sentence, you can say, I'll have the chicken, please.
I'll have the chicken, please. Perfect grammar. I'll
Uh,
have is the standard way to order food.
But sometimes the flight attendant is rushing. Things are moving very fast.
That's true. In that case, you can be a little more casual. You can just say, chicken for me, please.
Chicken for me, please. Short, clear.
And don't forget the please. Even if you're being short, you must be polite.
But what if I can't eat chicken or pasta? What if I'm a vegetarian or I have a special diet?
This is very important. Usually, you have to order these special meals before the flight on the airline's website.
Yes, you have to pre-order. But sometimes you get on the plane and you want to make sure they have it for you.
Right. You don't want them to forget.
Mhm.
So how do we ask? You can say this. I ordered a special meal. Could you check on that for me?
Let's break that down. First, the fact. I ordered a special meal.
And you can add details there. I ordered a vegetarian meal, for example.
And then the request. Could you check on that for me? It's polite, but it's a clear reminder.
Precisely. Now, with the food comes the drinks.
Oh, I know you have a specific favorite here.
I do. I don't know why, but I only drink tomato juice when I'm on an airplane. Never at home. But in the sky, I love it.
I actually read a study about this. Apparently, the air pressure and the noise on a plane changes how you taste things. Sweet things taste less sweet, but savory things like tomato juice taste better.
That is fascinating. So there's a scientific reason for my strange habit.
Exactly. So how do you order your special tomato juice?
I am specific, I say. Can I have a tomato juice with no ice?
With no ice. Why no ice?
Well, the cups are very small. If they put ice in, you only get like 2 sips of juice.
That is so true. You want to get the maximum amount of juice.
Exactly. Now, what if you finish your drink and 20 minutes later, you're still thirsty?
And the cart is gone. You need a refill.
A refill. That is a great noun. It means filling the glass again. What's the phrase?
You can say, could I get a refill on my water?
Could I get a refill
Yeah.
on my water?
Yep. Or simply, could I have some more water, please?
Okay, so we are fed and hydrated. But let's talk about comfort. Airplane cabins can be, well, uncomfortable.
They really can be. The temperature is often a problem.
It's often freezing.
Yes. A good word for a little bit cold is chilly. Chilly. Chilly.
So if you're sitting there shivering, what do you ask for?
A blanket. You can say, could I get a blanket? It's a bit chilly here.
It's a bit chilly here. That is a great natural expression. It explains why you need it.
What about equipment issues? Sometimes you sit down, you want to watch a movie, and the headphones are just broken.
Oh, that's so annoying. You put them on and all you hear is that buzzing sound. We call that static.
Static, right. So you need a new pair.
A replacement is a new one to swap for the broken one. Very useful word.
It is. Now, depending on where you are flying, you might have to do some paperwork before you land.
Yes, immigration forms. The crew usually hands these out.
But sometimes you're asleep when they come by or you miss them. You need to ask for one.
Don't wait. You should say, could I have a landing card for immigration, please?
A landing card. That's a specific name. Could I have a landing card for immigration, please?
Perfect. It will save you a lot of time.
Great advice. Now let's get into some of the more technical problems.
Yes. What if the whole TV screen is broken?
Oh no. You touch it and nothing happens.
We call that frozen. The screen is frozen.
So, do we just sit there for 10 hours?
No. The flight attendants can usually fix it, but you have to tell them.
So you say, my screen is frozen. Is there a way to reset it?
Is there a way to reset it? That verb reset is the key.
What about the seat itself? Like the button to make the seat go back doesn't work.
That's a mechanical issue. You can say, I think my seat adjustment is stuck. Could you help me with it?
My seat adjustment is stuck. Stuck means it won't move.
Correct. Now, speaking of seats, this brings us to a very delicate social situation, a people problem.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to say. The person sitting in front of you.
Exactly, the recliner.
Okay, so the person in front pushes their seat all the way back, but you're trying to eat your dinner.
Yes, the tray table is pushing into your stomach. It's so awkward. You need to be very, very polite here.
We can't just say, hey, move your seat.
No, that's way too rude. You might start a fight. We need a soft structure. We use the phrase, would you mind?
Would you mind? This is the gold standard for polite requests.
Here's the full sentence. Listen to the grammar. Excuse me, would you mind putting your seat up a little bit while I eat?
Let's say that again slowly. Excuse me, would you mind putting your seat up a little bit while I eat?
Notice the grammar. After would you mind, we use the ing form of the verb. Would you mind putting?
It's never would you mind put. It must be would you mind putting.
And adding while I eat explains that this is temporary. It makes it much easier for them to say yes.
Right. Most people, if you ask politely, they will say, oh, sorry, and they'll move it up.
Okay, let's move to a serious topic.
Yes, flying can make our bodies feel a little strange.
For sure. The motion of the plane can make people feel sick to their stomach.
We call this airsick or motion sickness.
If you feel this happening, ask the crew immediately.
What do we say?
I'm feeling a bit airsick. Do you have any motion sickness tablets?
Tablets is another word for medicine or pills. Do you have any motion sickness tablets?
The crew usually has something for this. They definitely want to help you.
Very true. Now, speaking of bodily functions, we need to talk about the bathroom.
Yes. First, a vocabulary point. On a plane, we formally call the bathroom the lavatory.
Lavatory. You'll see signs that say lavatory.
Now, have you ever seen someone just standing there, waiting, staring at the door?
Yes. They're not sure if someone is inside. They're afraid to knock.
We need to read the signs on the door lock. There are two colors, green and red.
Green means vacant. V-A-C-A-N-T.
Vacant means empty. It's open, you can go in.
And red means occupied.
Occupied means someone is inside. Do not open the door.
So what if the light is broken or you're just not sure?
You can ask a flight attendant, is the lavatory occupied?
Is the lavatory occupied? A very clear, simple question.
Much better than knocking loudly and surprising someone.
Aha, definitely. Avoid that.
Now, let's lighten the mood a bit and talk about shopping.
Yes. Duty-free shopping.
You know, sometimes there's a magazine in the seat pocket with all of the items, but not every flight sells them.
So you can ask, are you selling duty-free items on this flight?
And if the prices are in a different currency, you can ask, how much is this in US dollars?
How much is this in? And then just name your currency.
Simple and effective.
You know, we've covered a lot of phrases, but I want to talk about the general attitude of a passenger.
This is a great point. Let's call it the polite passenger mindset.
Flying is stressful for the crew, too. They work very hard for long hours.
They really do.
Yeah.
And I cannot stress this enough. Saying thank you is so powerful.
That seems obvious, right?
It does, but so many people forget. When they take your trash away, say thank you. When they refill your coffee, thank you.
It creates a positive feeling. If you are nice, they will remember you and help you more if you have a bigger problem later.
Exactly. Being polite is free, but it buys you good service.
I also want to mention something for the future. We're in 2026 now. Technology is changing.
That's right. Many airlines now have apps where you can order drinks without speaking.
Right, you can just tap a button, and the airlines like it when you use the app.
It's convenient. However, I think verbal English is still the gold standard.
I agree. Even if you can use the app, speaking to a person is better. It builds your confidence.
And if the app crashes or your phone battery dies, you need the words.
Good point. You can't rely on technology for everything. Plus, a smile and a spoken thank you is much warmer than just clicking a button.
So use the app if you want, but don't be afraid to use your voice.
That's the best way to practice your English.
Exactly. So let's recap a little. We've talked about a lot today.
We talked about the call button. Use it wisely.
We learned how to start a conversation with, "Excuse me, sorry to bother you."
We learned how to order, "I'll have the chicken, please," and how to get a refill.
We've learned to ask for blankets when it's chilly.
We tackled the difficult recliner problem with, "Would you mind putting your seat up?"
And we learned about airsickness tablets and checking if the lavatory is occupied.
These phrases are your toolkit. If you just remember 3 or 4 of these, your next flight will feel so much easier.
You will feel in control. You won't just sit there feeling thirsty or cold.
Before we go, I have one important safety reminder.
What is that?
Even when the seatbelt sign is turned off, please keep your seatbelt fastened.
Oh, absolutely.
Turbulence can happen anytime. It's just better to be safe.
Very good advice. Safety first. And my final advice, try the tomato juice. Seriously.
Haha. I promise I will think of you next time I see that drink cart. Maybe I will finally try it.
Please do. Let me know what you think.
We hope you have a wonderful flight wherever you are going. Enjoy the journey, and please don't be afraid to speak up.
You have the words now. Just use them.
Thank you so much for listening to us today. We really appreciate you spending your time with us.
Yes, thank you for listening. It's always a pleasure. Be sure to tune in to Vivid English Podcast next time. We look forward to seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.